Hello and a very warm welcome back to the Soccer World Championships here in Cancun. Group H action is coming up next. And this is a group that's dominated headlines from the very first whistle.
We are ready for these two teams. Si mis voluntarios me ayudan rapidísimo a sacar nuestra pelota gigante que tenemos ahí. Por favor, rapidísimo, que alguien me ayude a sacar esas dos pelotas gigantes urgente, por favor, para dar inicio a este encuentro. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias y un fuerte aplauso para mis voluntarios esta noche.
It's crunch time then for the former world champions Brazil. At last, back to their full contingent. They arrive tonight determined to flip this group on its head and respond to the heaviest defeat in their history at a major tournament. The margin for error is gone. Standing in their way, a debutant Honduras side who have torn up every script placed in front of them. They came here to defy the odds, and now they sit just one result away from reaching the knockout stages in their first ever World Championship. A draw would be enough to carry them through. For Brazil, though, the message is brutally simple. They must win or they go home. Up first, the anthems. Here we go then. Former world champions Brazil against the debutant Honduras, with neither side able to afford defeat, and Honduras knowing that a draw would be enough to send them through. We can expect Brazil to come out swinging, throwing everything they've got into pursuit of victory. I'm Rob Burke, alongside me once again Martin Hopkins. Scoop, this has all the ingredients of a high-pressure, high-stakes showdown.
Well, it's a knockout game, isn't it? Yeah, effectively. I know it's the final group game, but it's in all but name, it is a knockout game. Real jeopardy. Honduras need a draw or a win. Brazil need to win. And the good news for you, Rob, is that Brazil have got numbers on the back of their shirts.
Well, there was a few nervous moments during the anthems there. We were expecting the traditional yellow and green from Brazil, instead sporting a dark green kit. As nice as it is, I hadn't noticed whether or not the numbers were on the back, but they are, so happy days. And speaking of kits, Honduras repping another contender for kit of the tournament.
And for vocal renditions of their national anthem, there's only one winner in this tournament. And
Well,
it's
you
the
can't fault it. You can't fault it.
Hondurans. Absolutely magnificent.
More serious matters on the field, though, for these two sides. Group H, as it stands, Hungary sit top of the lot with their tickets into the knockout stages already booked, and behind them, Honduras and Brazil, both on 3 points. Honduras with a far healthier goal difference. Although, as we said before the game started, there are reasons behind the position that Brazil find themselves in. They are up to, I wouldn't call it a full contingent.
A contingent.
A contingent and a deeper squad than that of which they started the tournament. If you are just joining us, it is Brazil kicking from left to right in that dark green jersey, and Honduras from right to left in all white. The officials are happy, we are delighted, and we are underway, and immediately a strike on goal from Honduras, but the ball was deemed to be moving, and we will have a reset.
It was a good effort. Keeper Tellez had to deal with that smartly. So we go again.
We go again. Just a reminder then, winners of this game go through, but a draw is good enough for Honduras.
And Jakub Orlinski is called onto the field here immediately. The official in the orange kit over on the far side, telling the Brazilians to retreat.
Well, we are underway slightly belatedly, and well, we knew that was coming. Perhaps a better effort from Cañas. But we are underway.
Delightful evening to play soccer. Lovely, cool evening. Gentle breeze. Flags fluttering gently opposite.
Probably the coolest evening we've had so far. And that's a little nutmeg over on the far side, but dealt with.
These two sides, of course, used to playing in extreme heat. The Hondurans from Central America, not that far away, just down the Central American coast, just below Belize, next to El Salvador. And, of course, Brazil, South America.
A lovely touch on his chest creates the opportunity. Canales with the first real effort on goal. Far closer than the effort from Cañas from kickoff. And it will be a corner ball to Honduras. One of 3 unranked sides at the tournament. This their debut. They've played 2, won 1, lost 1. And if they manage a draw or more here tonight, at the first time of asking, they will reach the knockout stages of the World Championships.
And all the unranked sides have been brilliant.
They have indeed. Surprise packages. Honduras very much in that category. That's a lovely turn in the middle of the park. Space opening up now. Honduras. Heavy touch though from Canales inside the area. Just got away from him. Just like the boot of Cañas has.
You can't see it on the pictures, but Cañas' boot has come off and it's about 5 yards away. Jakub Orlinski has brandished a card.
Well, the aesthetics of that didn't look good for Oliveira, removing his opposition's boot with a tackle, and it will be a yellow card for the number 3. So then, Brazil down a man.
Paulo dos Santos, the man that's had to leave the field. It's a free kick. So Orlinski called into the action.
Cañas, effort from range into the side netting. 3 minutes into this game then, it is advantage Honduras. Calmly collected, but intercepted effectively by Poyani. Will come forward again now. Switched to the far side and lofted in by Cañas. Just couldn't get the end, couldn't quite get on the end of it. Confirmation of the yellow card. There has been a few jersey swaps in the Brazilian squad as they make do. Chance for Honduras, and it's the opening goal for the debutant side. He's looked dangerous in the opening exchanges, and it's Canales who scores the goal for Honduras. He restored their lead against Morocco, but he's put his side ahead in the most important game that Honduras have ever played in.
The man nicknamed Pity, Luis Canales, their diminutive striker but effective striker, took up a dangerous position and was there to bundle it into the back of the net. And it's just taken the Hondurans 5 minutes to score. Brazil 0, Honduras 1.
Well, they took advantage of the power play. Oliveira back on the field now, but they've won it back in the middle of the park, Honduras. Here is the goal scorer, looking for options in the middle, and just cut out in the nick of time. Here is Oliveira, back on the field and back into the action. Just tries to give it, and he went, but the referee blows his whistle. It will be a set-piece opportunity then for the Brazilians over on the far side. As we've said, Brazil need a win, and so really the onus is on them. Poyani, a player that's been the star man for Brazil, but his effort high and wide and never really heading towards the target. It did take a deflection on the way through. Oliveira to deliver once it's on the mark. Oliveira then into the middle, a first-time effort. And Pinheiro wasn't far away.
I do love the Brazilian number 3's name, Paulo dos Santos Oliveira. Isn't that a typically Brazilian name?
It's a mouthful for the commentators, and he's a handful for opposition. Chance here, though, for Honduras at the other end. And it's Canales again. He's looked wonderfully lively in these opening exchanges.
He has. Brazil defence having trouble dealing with him.
He just drifts into space and pops up.
Slight in stature, but a very clever player, it looks from this evidence.
That's a good ball and a lovely offload. Just a heavy touch, though, from Pinheiro. And should I say, Poyani it was, taking the touch. Gutierrez sandwiched between two green jerseys, and Oliveira will come away with it. Solid defending from Honduras. Canales charging forward. And just a slightly weak pass, but not a weak clearance, and they had a few flinches from the crowd there.
Again, Canales ghosting through the Brazilian defence.
Well, he's an exciting player to watch when he picks up the ball. Brazil finding out the hard way the quality that he possesses. And Castellanos just sending it all the way through.
Are you finding it disconcerting to see Brazil in green?
It's slightly peculiar. The yellow far more familiar.
And the light blue there, or their reserve strip normally.
Well, we're finding out it's not quite the Brazil we've come to know in the previous years. It wasn't too long ago that they were world champions themselves out in Budapest just 3 years ago. They lifted the trophy. Right now, they're behind to a team making their debut, and Canales almost getting on the end of that. End-to-end stuff now. Space on the right-hand side, a lovely 1-2. Numbers back for Honduras, and on the line, Oliveira somehow tips it over the bar.
How did he keep that out? How did that not go into the back of the net?
It was arguably good defending, not what he was trying to do at all. It seemed impossible not to score. Cañas, his pass cut out. Up the other end, Oliveira, an opportunity for him, and this time he makes no mistake. Brazil draw level, they need a win, and how crucial might that prove to be? Oliveira back on the field after 2 minutes in the sin bin and on the score sheet.
And what a great strike that was. He had an opportunity a few seconds ago. This time it was on his right foot. He's a left-sided player, but boy, his right foot showed some power there, and the placement as well.
Honduras up the other end of the field, and that a risky clearance. Cami, well, he needed to get something on it. There were attackers waiting. It will be a corner ball. Canales to take then. A real live wire in these opening exchanges. Drilled into the middle and all the way through. Alvarez, the Honduran player nearest to it. But it's gone all the way through.
Entertaining encounter so far.
Well, this game very much being played as though the teams have something to fight for. Lofted forward all the way through and just trying to smuggle it into the back of the net. Pinheiro. Plenty of goalmouth action as we head into the evening here in Cancun. Good strength from Honduras. They're working it very nicely. A goal here would be huge. He's going all the way. It's in. Canales at the double. Honduras regain the lead. And that man is running the show.
What a great strike that is. I was watching Canales as the ball worked its way down the left-hand side. I watched his run, I tracked his run. The moment he made it, it was absolutely perfect. And the finish was top quality as well. He's got a brace. It's Honduras 2, Brazil 1.
A glorious goal for the number 10. Work to do for Brazil.
It still says 1-1 on the screen, but let me assure anyone watching it's 2-1.
It certainly is. It's just a draw that Honduras need. Right now, they are leading. We mentioned already Honduras unranked in their debut tournament. As for Brazil, their tournament rank second. Oliveira, right-footed over the bar. And they made the jump up to second place in the world rankings. Brazil a couple of years ago. In 2023, they were ranked 10th in the world, and since then, they've sat at second. This tournament now, though, not going how they'd have wanted it to.
I mean, looking at the evidence of our own eyes, you'd say that the Hondurans were the better ranked side.
A fabulous first tournament from them, a fabulous touch for Brazil, and a free kick awarded in their favour. Good hold-up play by Silveira. And take your pick on who's going to hit this one. I'm sure there'll be a few who fancy their chances.
Oliveira. De Souza, left-footed. Oliveira, right-footed, an option.
Well, Oliveira already has a goal to his name. He scored the second against Morocco. A real bounce back for Brazil, their second game. A 3-0 win over Morocco following that 10-0 defeat to Hungary. What can they do from here? To the edge of the area, Oliveira's shot blocked. And Aquino will loft one forward to the number 9. Headed clear. And that looked like a handball. Play on, says the referee. And they've done well to deal with that. Roches just sends his pass into touch. Gutierrez gives him a wave, just caught on his heels a little bit there. Aquino again just hasn't quite found the mark with his distribution yet. Brazil on the comeback in this game. They've been on the comeback really from the start of the tournament. Honduras again. Canales on a hat-trick at the near post. And a good save from the Brazilian number 1. Corner ball over to the back stick. And it's the dynamic duo combining again. Canales to Cañas. Oliveira. And that one wayward.
Remember, both these sides are vying to be Group H runners-up and to advance to the last 16, where they would play Ukraine tomorrow night.
Honduras coming forward again, looking dangerous here. That's a lovely drop of the shoulder. The chance still there. An important block, and Cami gets it away in the nick of time. Every time they win the ball, they look dangerous, Honduras. Well, Jose Soto, he's been on a mission to grow the sport back home. He's worked tirelessly to get his team here, and it's been well worth it. As in the opening 15 minutes, they lead the number 2 ranked side in the world. Oliveira wins it back, makes his run into the area. The chance goes a-begging. End-to-end stuff here in Cancun. One back by Canales. Roches. Right-footed effort, just tugged it a little. And pulled it. Cami with a shot from range, the captain. Not a bad attempt at all. Corner ball. 4 minutes to go in the opening half then. Cami with the corner. And blocked before it had a chance to make its way into the area. Good defending from Alvarez. Cami again then, lofted this time straight into the arms of Castellanos. And a bit of showboating as well from Honduras. They're enjoying themselves. You'd never know there was a goal in it. Canales searching for a teammate at the back stick. And Villanueva was arriving. We mentioned the difficulties with their travel that Brazil had. They played their opening game with a bare squad of 6. Reinforcements did arrive by game 2, and it was a much better performance. Work to do here And that is an undoubtedly, or should I say, definitely a free kick.
Canales is just such a good player. He makes the game look effortless. And he's so diminutive. It's really deceptive.
He's nippy. He certainly gets himself into some dangerous positions.
And he can see things that others can't see.
Canales drills one into a green jersey. And they're in no rush, Honduras. They've battled on the pitch since their arrival. The hard work was done before the tournament to secure sponsorship. They've got some work to do in defence here. Oliveira's pass just sneaks under the boot of De Silva.
Yeah, lapsing concentration from De Silva there. That was a real opportunity for them. Good counter, very quick counter. But he allowed things to get ahead of him. And you'd think that Brazil would need an equaliser before half-time to give a different complexion to the team talk.
Well,
but they're going to have to find a way of dealing.
Dangerous deflection there on the line. Risky pass from Castellanos. Fortunate. Fortune favours the brave, but it was a brave pass to make. And this time, unsurprisingly, he'll go long, and actually the header was flicked on. And a half-decent chance for Honduras missed. Into the final minute then of the half. Oliveira loses out in the middle of the park. Lovely footwork as well from Gutierrez. And a nice turn as well from Roches. And in the end, they create an opportunity to get a shot away. And I think it's fair to say, Scoop, they've been the better side in the opening exchanges.
Absolutely, yeah. Really impressed with them. This is my first sight of them. Absolutely no doubt where the quality is for the men in white shirts.
Well, there's a bit of quality here for Brazil as well. Oliveira gives it, goes, and gets the shot away. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper.
Oliveira, one of those players that arrived late. And in fact, he was so late, he arrived midway through their second game, reputedly. Arriving midway through the game and coming straight on as a substitute.
Alvarez dinking one forward.
It did not find favour with the Moroccans, mind you.
The Moroccans never really tend to hide their feelings.
They didn't on that occasion.
A chance, though, for Brazil to close the half. They need a leveller, and they'll have a corner. Well, there's never a bad time to score, but some are better than others. The clock in the red before half-time. Brazil need a goal, and that is wasted. Although, it did take a deflection. And a right-footed effort from Pinheiro, not far away.
I thought it was going in, that one. Instead of which, it's ended up in the stand opposite. New ball required.
Back to back to back corners then for Brazil to end the half. And there is the half-time whistle then. It's a tense game here in Group H. Hungary already through. It's a battle for second place. And right now, Honduras, the team, winning that battle. Two superb goals by their number 10, Canales. He's been the star man. Brazil, well, really, they're turning to Oliveira for the majority of their chances. Work to do in the second half. A draw not good enough for Brazil. Right now, they're losing by 2-1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. A very warm welcome back then to the soccer action here in Cancun. If you are just joining us, where on earth have you been? It's a big game here in Group H. And as it stands, Honduras lead the former world champions Brazil by 2-1. A position that Honduras would have never found themselves in before. And as for Brazil, well, they're not too used to not topping their group in soccer or in any format of the game. Oliveira with an early chance, a header over the bar. A sign of intent perhaps from Brazil early on.
Yeah, and do not adjust your sets. It's Brazil in green with the chance just there from the man wearing number 3, Oliveira. The Hondurans in a rather natty all-white strip attacking the goal away to our right.
Well, very rarely do you have to reiterate the colours in which Brazil are playing, as though any football fan in the world would recognise them. If you are just joining us, it is Brazil in the green, kicking from right to left, and Honduras in a lovely all-white jersey from left to right. So then, Brazil with work to do. A draw enough for Honduras. Brazil need a win. Did that get a touch? The referee says yes. Corner ball to Brazil. They need a quick start here. Poyani drops a shoulder, doesn't quite beat his man. Trouble here. And the referee's whistle sparing the Brazilian blushes.
Olinsky busy over there on that far side. Has had to show a yellow card already.
Well, Poyani, the man with the number 8 on his back, he's Brazil's most creative player, both in game 1 and game 2. Hasn't quite hit the ground running in this, their 3rd match. Cami, his left foot sends a thunderous effort into the Honduran wall. They need to find 2 goals, Brazil. Pinheiro, dispossessed. In fact, he's held on to it and he's managed to poke one towards goal, never really troubling Castellanos. Bit of pressure from Brazil, but they've managed to beat the press, Honduras. Slightly hesitant to commit too many bodies forwards though. And again, referee's whistle sparing Brazil. Appeals for a card. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, I hate it. I wish they'd let the referee get on with it. And Orlinski, the Polish official, making that exact point.
Final warning then, you'd imagine, for Gutierrez. De Silva looking to get a shot away, a tame effort in the end. Quick in there though is Poyani.
Yeah, rare to see Canales outwitted in the middle of the park.
A lovely long ball to Canales, wonderful control, and how he's managed to get a shot away there, let alone hit the target. Such an impressive player.
And the control,
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, if you could see our faces, the expression is pure delight here in the commentary box. It's a pleasure to watch this man play soccer. Corner ball for Canales. Falls back to him.
Well, we were constructing a virtual team of the tournament. On the left, we had Sebastian Divis from the Czech Republic. I think on the right side, we might have Canales, do you think?
You could put him anywhere. Superb. A big, big reason. In fact, the reason why Honduras lead this game. Read that well. Brazil, though, will come away with it once more. Building from the back then with the captain, Cami. Aquino looking for options, of which there are so few.
In fact, I've had an idea, Rob, that if we can persuade our colleagues in the commentary box, Frankie Rudland and Dan Shaw, to sit down with a beer and discuss the team of the tournament, if we could twist their arms, I don't know whether that would be possible. We could have a rather nice conversation about the team in the tournament and post it online.
That sounds like
debate.
A good idea. Work to do for these Brazilians if they want to be in that team of the tournament. The header on target, but never really troubling the goalkeeper. A lovely bit of skill at the back. And he's beat him not once but twice, and still they come. Canales, the danger man, on a hat-trick. And the two wonder kids going head-to-head there. Canales lofting one to switch the play over to the far side. Good strength from Cañas. They link up so well. They are very contrasting in figure, but equally effective. Cami over the halfway line. Numbers in support. Looking to get a ball into the area. They need a goal. And his left-footed cross deflects high and over. And Oliveira will have to produce from this near touchline now. Into the area, gives it, gets it back. His shot blocked and falls kindly to Honduras. But Poyani does enough. End-to-end stuff. Oliveira right-footed, and once more there's a white jersey just in the way again. De Silva, the intensity of the game picking up slightly. No nonsense defending.
And we should give the context of the game is that Brazil need to win. Honduras just need a draw to progress as Group H runners-up for the right to play Ukraine tomorrow night.
Well, they'll be happy with their performance so far. A 3-1 win against Morocco, followed by a 1-0, a tight loss to Hungary. As I said, the mission goes far beyond this tournament. The ambitions of Jose Soto and his team to expand the soccer empire in his country, build the communities and the quality of the national side, and well, this performance, his side's performance here, will go a long way to doing that. Dispossessed, Cami up against his opposite number, Canales. That's a good ball, and it wasn't far away from Pinheiro. He's had a couple of those close encounters.
And Oliveira took up a good position at the far post there. Just needed it to be a yard further forward to be able to touch it into the back of the net.
Long ball punched away. Apologies here because, well, Aquino only had eyes for the ball, but he's followed through with the punch.
And got his own player. Aguilar is okay, thankfully.
Honduras then, their record, played 2, won 1, lost 1. And should they add to the wins column of their record, they will be through. Chances here for Canales. Calmly dealt with by a combination of Brazilians in the middle of the park. The touch too heavy though, and Honduras will just tidy things up. That's a good ball out wide to the substitute Aguilar. But the Brazilian captain dealt with it well. Through the middle he goes, looking for Oliveira. Some real fight from the captain, leading by example now, just looking to pick his side onto his shoulders. Poyani, it's in! The Starman scores and Brazil are level. They'll need another, but that's a start. We mentioned he was their creative player in the opening 2 games, and he's popped up with his first goal of the tournament just in time. Game on.
I was just thinking what a lovely rhythm there was to this game. End-to-end stuff. Both teams playing good soccer, and the momentum suddenly started to switch towards Brazil.
Into the final 10 minutes we go then. A draw enough for Honduras, not for Brazil.
I'd advise against playing for a draw though, Rob. I think it's very difficult in soccer.
It is indeed. Gutierrez then to take the corner, hammers it, and somehow that's a shot on target. Well, Gutierrez knows how to score, got the 3rd against Morocco. And it'll be Canales on the other side then. Hesitant to commit too many bodies forward, but it's floated to the back stick and hit first time, and another shot on target. It needed saving.
Yeah, good save. The tip over, great athleticism from the Brazilian keeper, Tejas.
A reload then for Canales on a hat-trick. And it'll be a kick-in and perhaps a slightly better angle for a shot on target. He doesn't seem as though he's a selfish player, but who can resist? Into the middle it goes. Honduras looking to take the lead once more. Poyani doing his best to defend. And a swing and a miss from Alvarez.
Haven't seen many draws so far in this tournament. I think 5 or 6.
Poyani through the middle. This time a better touch from Pinheiro. Edge of the area. That looked like a trip. It was outside the box, but not by much.
Orlinski perfectly placed to make the judgment there, and discussing it with the Honduran players. Alvarez deep in discussion with the referee. The end result is the same. Just watch out here for Oliveira at that far post. He's been taking up some promising positions. The Brazilian number 3. Cami looks like he fancies a shot with his left foot.
Well, the captain has done his utmost to get Brazil back into the game. De Silva and Cami over it. Cami hits it into the wall.
Much, much better from Brazil. Steady improvement, even on their performance against Morocco. This is much more like it.
Pinheiro. The combination of the two managed to retain possession. You could see that turn coming a mile off. And it was read very well by Roches all the way through on a hat-trick. Well, what an opportunity, a difficult chance, but you wouldn't put past it. Canales burying that one.
That would have been the icing on the cake, wouldn't it, for his performance?
Oliveira then in the middle of the park. End-to-end stuff here. Opportunity for Brazil. Over the bar. They can't quite believe it. De Silva, the man who had the opportunity to give Brazil the lead. And with 7 or so minutes to go.
There's going to be a goal, Rob. But at which end?
Well, you hear it here first. There's going to be a goal, and there was nearly one there for Honduras.
Which team will be playing Ukraine in the knockout stages?
Well, Group H, Hungary already through. These two battling out for that second spot, and that looked like a push in the area. The referee says play on. They may take a look at this one. They've had the instructions to stop the game, and this serious drama.
6.5 minutes to go. Could these be decisive moments?
Well, play, I think, will continue. Conversation between the officials. Huge protests from the Honduras staff below us. They're certainly asking the question. It did look like a push, and it was inside the area.
Quite often, what you see in real time is most reliable, and it certainly seemed like there was a shove there. And the length of time this is taking indicates this is not cut and dried. Orlinski summoned to this side. Adin Hazic, the third official, keeps the players away. Well, we've got high drama here. The VAR tent is located remotely to us. This is quite long.
Well, they'll make absolutely sure the call is no penalty.
system working well.
And we will get back underway. Into the last 5 minutes we go. Brazil, they need a winner. Honduras, as it stands, they're going through, but a scoop, wisely advised, don't play for a draw. De Silva then on this near touchline. Lofts one to his captain. A good touch from Cami. Beats his opposite number, left-footed effort, wide. Tense moments here then in Cancun. As we mentioned, the team that goes through will play Ukraine. The toughest of tests really in the next round. What it would mean to Honduras to get there. For Brazil, well, it would be familiar territory, knockout stages of competitions. 2022, they were world champions, beating Kazakhstan 3-0 in Budapest. They topped their group in Essen, losing in the quarter-final to Ukraine, 2-1 on penalties. It is Ukraine who await the team that go through.
Contrasting styles in that game, Rob. Ukraine, and if it is to be Honduras.
Cañas over the ball then. A right-footed effort drilled to the back stick and cleared away by Pinheiro.
Hungary have won this group, winning all their games on 9 points. And then it is these two, Honduras and Brazil, on 3 going into this game.
Corner ball, Gutierrez to deliver. And he's nearly taken out a small child in the stands there.
I love Gutierrez's nickname. Guti.
Guti. Canales to the back stick and just couldn't quite get the technique to guide that one on target, Alvarez.
Nickname Loser, L-U-Z-A.
It's a lot cooler written down, that one. Long ball then, headed clear from Roches. Good strength from the Brazilians, a right-footed effort, it's off the post. Late drama here for Brazil, still the danger's there. And he couldn't quite get on the end of it to Silva. But that, perhaps the biggest opportunity for Brazil. Canales up the other end on a hat-trick, they've done it! Honduras score what almost certainly will be the winning goal. The Honduran hero, the number 10 Canales, almost certainly sending his debutant side through to the knockout stages of the World Championships.
And what a wonderful finish that was from Canales. Arguably the best of his 3 goals. He had no support, he had to go for goal himself. And he did with aplomb. Such great finish, finding the corner of the net, a hat-trick.
Well, it's a man-of-the-match performance from the number 10. Brazil now needing 2 goals with 2 minutes to play. It's now or never for the Brazilians. Risky from them. Canales gets things back underway and makes a run down the right. Left is the option. Poyani. It's a wonderful run from Poyani. An opportunity and a big save. Castellanos keeps his side in the lead. And that save arguably as big as the goal from Canales.
Yeah, the goalkeeper equal to that shot. But Brazil opening up Honduras here. 2 goals required and a minute to go.
Aquino in opposition territory now. That's a lovely touch, left-footed into the area, off the other post. You cannot write it here in Cancun. Honduras with an opportunity to seal the deal. Canales has his pocket picked. Huge appeals for review from the Brazilians. Well, they've hit the post on 2 occasions
How did
here.
it stay out?
We've asked ourselves that question a few times in this game. It could have easily gone the other way.
This is the best game of the evening so far. Real drama here, end-to-end stuff, great rhythm to the game. Both sides going for it. Remember, Honduras only need a point. Brazil need all three.
Our second major review of the evening. Poyani below me, his patience thin, because they know what it means. They needed a victory, Brazil. For Honduras, a draw was enough. But they are on the brink of beating the former world champions. 3 more minutes is the call. Everything possible. Canales from this near touchline then. They are 3 minutes away from the knockout stages of the World Championship. Roches just looking to escort this ball over the line, which he does. Well, Roches is a man who certainly eats dumbbells for breakfast, and I wouldn't be starting a fight with him anytime soon.
Another good player, the Honduran
Superb.
captain.
Well, he's been fantastic this evening.
And if
Cami.
they do make it, it'll be great to see the celebrations.
Oliveira back to his goalkeeper. And a long-range effort, never really on target, but the clock will tick on away as we look for another ball. The Honduran bench calling for a goal to be given there. Cami. Now or never for Brazil, intercepted by Roches. Just looking to float one to the eternally energetic Canales. Roches from the dead ball, looking for Canales once more. This time it's cut out. 1 minute remains. Here is the captain. A good ball to Oliveira. Drop of the shoulder. A good run from the number 3. Corner ball. The clock very much in the red now. Poyani down to De Silva. Cami once more. They don't have the time to waste. 30 seconds or so to go. A left-footed effort. It's headed in. Oliveira scores his second goal. And at the very least, Brazil will have a Hail Mary attempt.
We've got 8 seconds left.
Well, they've launched that one as hard as they can. And there is the full-time whistle. Ecstasy for Honduras here in Cancun. A superb performance from the debutant side that sees them enter the knockout stages of the World Championships for the very first time. And who do they have to thank, Scoop? Their number 10, the hat-trick hero. A great performance from the Hondurans.
Yeah, one of the performances of the tournament. Canales, the standout player of this game, running the show, especially in the first half. But Brazil gave it a really good go in that second half, and it was a bit more uncomfortable than you might have wanted at the end. Some nervous moments there for the Hondurans, but they are well worth their passage into the knockout stages, where they have earned the right to play against Ukraine tomorrow.
Both teams writing history. Honduras, for the first time, as I say, will reach the knockout stage of World Championship competition. For Brazil, well, they're breaking all the wrong kinds of records. Their biggest defeat in the group stage and their earliest exit from a major tournament in recent history. A brilliant game that ends here. Honduras 3, Brazil 3. Scoop, plenty more action to come. What have we got coming up?
We've got France against Uruguay, and if you like your classic football strips, there are 2 on offer for you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.